Okay, we're going to continue talking about the dual nature of Christ. The dual nature of Christ having to do with his body and his spirit. These two roles, or these two natures of the Most High, are very important for our redemption. From the Bible, the Christ had two distinct natures in a way that no other human being had ever had. One nature of human or fleshly, the other nature is divine in spirit. Christ was both fully man and fully God at the same time, refers to the dual nature and the eternal spirit of God dwelling in flesh. We can use the name of Christ to describe another one of the natures of both. For example, when we say Christ died on the cross, this means his flesh died on the cross. Not to say his spirit died on the cross, because the spirit is eternal, it's immortal, so a spirit cannot die. When we say Christ lives in our heart, we mean his spirit is there. How is this comparative to the list that illustrates what we mean to say is the two natures of Christ in the dual nature of Christ? When we was born, at the same time, he existed from eternity. This is the duality, okay? Grew mentally, physically, and spiritually. However, he never changes. He was tempted by the devil, yet he cast out devils. He hungered, and yet he was the bread of life, and miraculously fed a multitude. And also, he thirsted, but yet he said, I am the living water. This is the continuation of the dual nature of Christ. He slept in a storm, but yet he woke up and he spoke to the storm and said, peace, be still. He prayed, but yet at the same time, there was no need for prayer because he was not a sinner. And a person without sin don't need to pray. But yet at the same time, he answered prayer. He was scorned and he was beaten, but at the same time, he was healed. He healed the sick and he opened blind eyes. He died, but yet he rose. He was a sacrifice of sin, but yet he forgave sin. Another thing he said, he did not know anything. He said, this is only for my father, that my father knew, but yet he said he knew all things. John chapter 21, verse number 17. And he said he had no power in John 5 and 30, but yet he said, all power is given unto me both in heaven and earth. Matthew 28 and 18. He was a servant. Yes, he was a servant, but yet he was King of Kings. Revelations 19 and 16.